Six, that's Scotty McCreary and Let It Snow right here on the afternoon cartoons on Pure Country C106. Live in studios, we got some special guests here today. We're going to bring on Dan from Dan the Roofing Man. Dan, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Would you like to introduce your partner here as well?
Yes, we have Anthony Yates with us. Tremendous, beautiful help.
All right, sounds good. All right,
it's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, well, thanks for actually coming in too as well. So now listen, Dan the Roofing Man is something that Fred says on his big morning show, right? So now I finally get a chance to meet you as well. So it's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
That's right.
All right, so let's talk about what Daniel's Roofing actually offers in this area, because you're able to buy in bulk to save folks money. Now, tell me something about that, would you?
So, Chad, yes, roofing is expensive. We all know that. But,
yes,
unfortunately, without a roof, your house is a mess. You got to have a roof, and you got to have a good roof. You got to keep that weather out. You got to keep your house dry. So what we've done is we've been able to secure some bulk buys for ice and water, which is the rubber membrane that goes on around the chimneys, valleys. We buy it in bulk to keep the price low.
All right. Because that stuff does get pretty expensive.
Yep,
Nails.
We buy local too.
We buy
That's
local.
a major thing. We buy from our local suppliers here in town. So
You're also helping there as well. So you're helping out with the local economies as well as helping the actual customer too to actually save some money as well.
That's correct. All of our products are right here local.
That's a big thing. Plus, you guys are veterans too. I know you are.
I'm a veteran, yes, sir.
You're Navy?
U.S. Navy.
Ah, see, I'm Navy as well. See,
is that right?
Yeah,
That's great.
That's right. I served on the USS Carl Vinson.
So we buy ice and water. We buy synthetic, which is the old version of felt paper.
All right.
And then nails, anything we can save to purchase, we can pass those savings to our consumer, to our end result.
Which is great. Speaking of that end result, you guys have testimony after testimony after testimony about people calling here and telling us of how good that y'all treated them, how excellent the actual work was, plus you guarantee your work. Let's talk about that. So.
Yeah, Anthony, you want to talk about our
let's talk
5-year
about your
warranty?
guarantees and about your warranties, if you don't mind.
yeah, so most of the shingle brands that we use locally, like CertainTeed, Owens Corning, they come with the manufacturer warranty. They come with like a basic manufacturer warranty. But as a company, we like to go the extra mile and be someone that can be trusted. And then, we have a 5-year workmanship warranty on all of our work. So that means, 5 years from now, like, hey, something's going wrong, they can give us a call and they can trust in us and rely on us to come back and see if it's an issue that we can help with. We stand by what we do. We want to help folks and we stand behind our work. So.
And really, if 5 years goes by and Miss Smith has a problem, she calls us, we'll help her. You know,
for sure.
We'll definitely help her one way or another. It's just, as a standard, you got to have a written warranty. So that's what we provide for customers.
You got to have a written warranty in there somewhere, of course, because
yes.
you have to.
Got to be official.
That'll be official, but
But we're going to help. We're here to help folks.
Yeah, which is something I think is lost out here, like a lot. Not with everyone, but there's a lot of people that are lost as far as with that very concept. So kudos to you guys for actually standing on what you're talking about here, because I know after you leave here, if someone was to call you, you're going to go out there and do your very best to help them, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Chad, what we have it's kind of like, the best way to explain it is like a donut shop, right? You have a process. If you have the person making up the batter, and then it goes into the deep fryer, and then it's boxed, and then it goes to the consumer to get fresh donuts, right? Well, what happens with us, a customer calls us. It goes to our office. Miss Diana puts it in our system. One of our salesmen that's close to that area will pick it up. We'll call the customer. We'll come visit in person. We'll measure the roof up, give you a quote, a price. And then if you have hail damage or anything, we're going to not just stop right there. We're going to advise you to call your insurance.
Okay.
Our quote is still good. That's not going to change. So we're giving you that up front. It's not like we raise it up just because there's insurance involved. So you get a quote, that's honest quote. And then if you get insurance money that's even more than that, that's your money. You want to spend on holidays? That's your money. That's not our money. You're the one that paid for the insurance. That's your benefit. So then what we're going to do is we're going to, if you're ready to go and insurance already came by and looked at it, we're going to schedule it and we're going to put a roof on. We have a team of 10 to 12 people. They'll show up in the morning. You'll know when. They'll get the roof off. We'll probably take the roof off, say 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock truck with material shows up, which we do have synthetic already because we don't want to be uncovered in case of weather.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that.
Excellent.
We're prepared. And then the shingles show up. We install the roof. 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we're done. Sometimes sooner. On to the next in the
That's
summer.
incredible.
Yes.
That's turnaround.
And that's what you want, a team that's proficient, knowledgeable, professional, and does this every day. You do not want an amateur roofer on your roof.
No, you don't.
There's plenty places to save money. Roofing is not one of them.
That's exactly right. You don't want to cut corners when it
No.
comes to something this serious, for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, all right. Plus, you all stand behind what you do in each and every category. Plus, I've also heard many a time where folks might call you that had somebody else give them a quote, but yours was much less, and you're having to explain why. But I mean, really, it's because you buy a lot of your stuff in bulk.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
call it what it is. Plus, your experience also can allow you to get the job done sooner, quicker, faster turnaround time means less downtime for anybody. But also, I mean, it just says a lot about your workmanship. Tell me something about that, Dan.
Well, Chad, going back to the price for just a second. If there is a quote that's lower than ours, and that is very possible, I'm not saying that's not possible, but you as a consumer needs to question it.
All right.
Because if the price is lower, the question is why. What kind of company is it? Now, if it's a profitable, recognizable, good company that's around here and they've done a lot of work, hey, maybe they got a better price for some reason, But you do have to be careful what roofer you use because you don't want to go the other way with your roof.
You don't want to get a quote and then get halfway into the job, then them come back later and be twice as much. In other words, that's what.
Yes,
saying.
and what we have had in the past, we've had customers call us and say, Daniel, listen, we had this company, we thought we were saving money. They started, they're like a third done, or they got my roof opened. It's a mess. I need some help.
Wow.
And that's a horror story. You don't want that.
That's exactly right. So I mean, that's a very good piece of advice. So if you get a quote and it's extremely low, question it. First of all, just to protect your family, call you all back out if need be, right?
That's right. We'll work with
come
people.
back out, yeah, just and explain why it may be so much lower. Maybe
And
it can help them.
insurances do help a lot of times when there's hail or wind damage. So a lot of times it's not out of your pocket, but you do need a new roof. If you get ready to sell your house and your roof is iffy, put a roof on, and let's pretend your roof costs $8,000. It's going to bring you $16,000 to $20,000 in retail value of that home.
So like it's over two times the amount.
Yes,
is what you're going to get back just for
because
taking
of
care
retail
it.
value. People want a new home when they buy a house.
That's right.
A
they
new
do.
roof.
They do, and it's for obvious reasons. It's for these reasons right here. Because if someone before you has put on that roof, then they don't really know about its durability and if it's going to hold up in the rain or the snow.
And the warranties are transferable to new buyers of the house. Too.
Yeah, because we work with
Nice.
a lot of local realtors and things like that, and they'll have us come. They'll have a client that's maybe looking to purchase the house, and that's always a big question. Or like, is this warranty transferable? Or maybe we just put the roof on and the individual's looking to sell the house. And I don't know how many times we've been asked that. The new buyer's like, well, you got a new roof on, that's great, but what if I have an issue? And that's a big thing we stand behind. If they sell that house, we still give our warranty just the same. We don't, even though we didn't do direct business with that consumer, we warranty the roof. So
That's very positive right there. Because if folks are out there, that is a good selling point for folks out there trying to sell their homes, right?
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
So-
that's huge. When you have a home and it's got a roof, brand new roof, it's it's move-in ready house.
Tell me about your customer service, because we get a lot of calls up here complimenting your customer service. Tell me about why that stands out so much.
Well, it's not me. I'm not the
just
reason.
you.
No, it is not the reason. I am
Okay.
not the reason.
All right.
The crew that we have is
Okay.
amazing.
Well, that says a
They
lot.
clean up. They work very efficient. They're very polite. They're beautiful people when it comes, and they want to be on the roof. That's where they're happiest.
They want to be
It's
on
a-
the roof.
It's a crazy thing, but if they're not, they much rather be on the roof than
Okay.
sitting at home watching TV.
Fair enough.
They want to be on the roof, so it's a crazy concept, but it is true.
Well, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
We had a wonderful
Good.
Thanksgiving.
All right, and then you got a
Yeah.
good Christmas, I'm sure, lined up, or it's coming to
We're very thankful. We're blessed people. God's been good to us, blessed us
Amen.
tremendously. All of our people, we've very much feel privileged in all areas when it comes to that.
Very proud to hear that. I'm Chris
Yes.
myself, very, very proud to hear that. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to add today?
Well, Chad, you're
are you
all-
in a hurry?
no, we're not in a
Okay,
hurry.
all right.
What I mentioned earlier when I first walked in is you
Yeah.
ought to be on TV because you're all spiffed up.
Uh,
Got your nice clothes on. I don't quite fit in here. We're just roofers, you know.
Oh no, you guys are more than welcome. I'm more comfortable in those clothes, just for the record. I am. Yeah. Just
You look
like
very
this.
nice, very sharp.
Thank you. You guys look sharp too. You do. You look
Thank
at
you.
home here too. Really appreciate you guys coming by today. And spending
Well,
some time with us.
we always enjoy visiting with Fred in the morning.
Great.
But I was just in town and I said, "Hey, Anthony, let's see if we can hit up the
Yeah, swing by the
country
radio
station.
and just
Let's
do it
go
up,
talk
huh?
to Chad."
All
So,
right. Well, I appreciate
we're-
you guys coming by. It's the first time you've been on the show, so
yeah.
Really glad to have you all,
Always
for sure.
enjoy listening to you, Chad.
appreciate that too, Dan. It's Dan from Daniel's Roofing, and your name again?
Anthony.
Anthony. Why can I not remember that today for some reason? Anthony.
all right.
Okay, of course. And what is your position here, Dan?
Um, We're partners in the roofing company, and I run day-to-day production, so making sure
Okay.
The
roofing-
toughest job there is,
it's
production.
It's tough, but it's it's important. Our crew, which they do awesome work, and we can trust in them, and to do their job and to handle things appropriately. And they trust in me and us to make sure that they have work, to make sure they have all the right details, which we work out with the homeowner ahead of time. Just simple. There's a lot of small details that goes into someone's roof, and we like to collect all of that data ahead of time. That way, when the roofing crew arrives, they know exactly what they're doing. They can get to work and get
So
that
you're
roof done.
preparing like way ahead of time
Yeah.
before you even get started working.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's peace of mind for the homeowner.
And then we're efficient. For example,
Efficiency.
12:30, the guys were done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anthony's
That's-
like,
that's
"Hey,
a real-
you guys ready for another one? Just 16 square." This
Ready
is
for another
actual, factual
Yeah, that's
today.
That's
So
today.
Anthony's
Incredible.
like, so it's like, okay, we're going to do this one. So the
Okay.
guys are right now roofing roof number 2, and this is great because for winter, that's pretty good process.
That's a great
know,
process for
2
winter.
roofs, one
Winter.
day, 2 roofs in the winter. That's awesome.
Proficient and also stand behind their work, of course. At,
Yes.
Daniel's Roofing. All right, veteran owned and operated, of course. And Anthony, thanks for coming by as well. Now, what would you say to someone that's on the fence about doing a brand new roof? I mean, if they're thinking about it but they haven't made a call yet, what would you recommend them do?
Well, I would start by giving us a call, but it's winter time, so we have usually in this area around February, March,
Yeah,
around that area.
right.
That's when we start getting like our ice storms, things like that. So if you got a roof that's 15 years old or 20 years old, or you're unsure about it, or maybe you're missing a few shingles, that ice it'll stay on your roof, and once everything starts to melt, you'll get leaks in your valleys and in areas like that. And
You don't want that.
yeah.
You don't want that at all. For
Yeah,
sure.
and then you have damage on the inside of your home, and that's the last thing you want to deal with after the holidays and things like that. So, if you're unsure, my advice would be just to give us a call. We do free. It's free for us to come out and look at your roof. We do
What's
free
your phone number
inspections.
on that, by the way?
Yeah,
573-238-3131.
Easy enough.
Yes.
233131 in the Marble Hill area.
Oh, we go
You guys are
everywhere.
all
Oh,
over the
man.
place. though,
Cape
aren't you?
Jackson,
Cape Jackson.
Kennett, Perryville.
Kennett. You go all as far south as
Malden.
Kennett, huh? Oh my.
Yeah, I was-
my.
We've been in Illinois.
Welcome to the swamp down there, right? Down in Malden, right? So
And Chad, hey, a lot of people says like, hey, can you do roofs in the winter? The answer is yes.
You can do 2 evidently in a day. If you
Here's the
need
thing:
to, so.
we need 40-degree weather
Oh,
to do
okay,
the
yeah, sure.
installation of the shingles. Now,
Okay.
if it's colder in the middle or in the morning, that's okay. We can handle the colder in the morning, and then around
Okay.
lunchtime, we like to see around 40 degrees to install the shingles. That's what the manufacturers recommend.
Okay.
So, and now metal, it's not a problem. We can go even colder. It's just that it's tough for the guys. If it's sleeting, ice, or wet, we're not going to roof because of dangerous, obviously.
Danger.
You know, we don't want no one to get hurt. But if it's like today and it's 50 degrees, we're roofing.
Evidently
We're
twice
roofing.
or two
Two
roofs
roofs.
in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I barely
That's
made
a-
it. I barely made it to town in time because I was trying to make sure the
Try to
crew
get
had
that, and then get over here, and
Yep.
then get back.
But we do volume. We do lots of roofs, but it's not just volume without quality. The quality is behind it as well.
Quality is there. It's a veteran-owned and operated business. And
Yes.
Anthony's your, of course, when you guys work together to make this thing go as smooth as it's going. Clearly, it's going well.
Well, Chad, here's the thing. About a year ago or something, I was about running out of steam because to keep these
Okay.
guys going,
Right.
I mean, they just go, and they're not happy unless they're
Unless
roofing.
they're on the roof. Okay.
But I was getting really tired.
Really tired,
I
sure.
could not keep up.
Rightfully
So Anthony was a God sent answer to prayer.
Good.
He come along, he's helped me, and he's got new energy, and he wants to actually take this company and make this thing huge success in this area. Not necessarily extremely big, but just super good, efficient for this area here.
I can see you light up on how important it is to have good people.
Yes.
Clearly, it is very important to you both to have
Oh, without
good
the people, it's it's over. If you don't have the right people, you guys know that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
over.
that's true.
You got to have the right people.
It's well said. Well,
So-
folks, do you guys want to add anything else? I really appreciate y'all coming by. I can't believe it's already been almost 20-something minutes that we've been visiting. But
We're
time
talkers.
flies, as they say.
Yes.
You're having fun, right?
We're talkers.
That's all right. It's good. Then you're in the wrong business. You could be on this side of the
No,
mic,
no,
then,
no.
Dan. So
Well, Chad, I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here, and your radio station here, that you guys do a lot for us. You help us be known, which means we can in turn help homeowners. So I just want to say I really appreciate everything y'all do for us here down at the radio station.
thanks,
So-
Anthony. I'll be passing that along to Fred too as soon as I get a chance to talk to him. Really appreciate you guys as always for coming in. Dan the Roofing Man, and Anthony here as well from Daniel's Roofing, and of course it's a veteran-owned business here in the area. So if you're looking to maybe getting some roof work done or possibly even a new roof, before you do anything, do yourselves a favor and get a hold of Daniel's Roofing. Get a hold of Anthony. Get a hold of Daniel. Give them a call, 573-238-3131 for Daniel's Roofing. Guys, thanks for coming in again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, and God bless you. Merry Christmas to you both.
God bless you.
That's Anthony and, of course, Daniel from Daniel's Roofing here on Pure Country